Now let's talk a little bit about the process, how a self-assessment might occur. Our best practice suggestions are that it should be done at least once per year. We also strongly suggest that there actually be a mid-year check or a mid-year review. Reason for that is a board might wait a year to do a self-assessment, and again, we think that's good to minimally do that, but there might be some issues going on that the board maybe needs to address and allow the whole year to go by. And then the self-assessment to occur. There perhaps could have been some value in maybe during the year doing a mid-year check, as we call it, or review at 6 months to see where the board and the superintendent are as the governance team. Should be a constructive process. This is not about name calling or blaming individuals. It's not about who's a good board member, who's not a good board member. It should be focused on, how are we governing the district, working together? What are some things we can do to improve? Should be based on some standards, goals, objectives, and initiatives defined by the Board of Education and the district strategic plan. We'll be sharing an instrument with you shortly that is standards and goals based, and we feel can be a valuable tool for school boards to consider. Also very important in this process that the board agree upon expectations and the instrument to be used at the beginning of the year. There should be a discussion on the instrument that was used the previous year and what is the instrument going to look like this year. Many boards, the instrument stays the same, but the product that came out of the instrument, which is the board's strategic plan or its plan to improve, board improvement plan, those expectations need to be agreed upon and used to guide the self-assessment for the next year. Board should be trained on the process and the instrument. It should not be assumed that board members really understand how the instrument is set up, particularly when you have new board members. Should establish and approve a timeline when you're going to develop your goals for that year, your action plan for that year, and when you're going to possibly do the mid-year review and when you're going to do the final assessment. Very important that you hold a meeting of the board to discuss the findings so everyone has information shared, can ask questions, can get clarification, and have their say, and obviously should be open to the public. We believe that board doing a self-assessment, even when they identify areas and issues that are challenges and they need to improve, they're sending a message to the school district staff as well as citizens that they are open, transparent, and they're about continuous improvement, not trying to hide anything. And eventually, again, mentioned earlier, each time you do the self-assessment, you'll develop an action plan for improvement for the following year.